Everyone. My name is Dev Albarelli, and I'm a librarian here at NCC. Today, we are going to learn how to create in-text citations using APA format. We will focus on some common examples of APA formatting and also what to do when some of the required source information is not available. Now, let's get into some examples of citing sources within a text using APA format. Let's begin with how to format your in-text citations when you are paraphrasing or summarizing a work, but not directly quoting from the source. APA uses the author date system for in-text citations. The examples below show citing a work in text that is summarizing or paraphrasing, but not directly quoting the source. We'll start with one author. An in-text citation for a work with one author consists of the last name and year of publication, author date format. Here is our example. The character of Billy Parham represents the bridge between the traditional mythology of the American West and the cruelty of its reality. Our in-text citation comes at the end of the sentence and is in parentheses. Author's last name, comma, year of publication, close parentheses, and then the period. McCarthy, comma, 1998. Now let's take a look at a source with two authors. An in-text citation for a work with two authors consists of the last names of both authors separated by an ampersand and the year of publication, author 1 and author 2, comma, date. Here is our two-author example. The study showed that telemedicine can be helpful to deliver services to MS patients during the COVID-19 pandemic. Our in-text citation once again comes at the end of the sentence and is in parentheses, first author's last name, ampersand, second author's last name, comma, year of publication, close parentheses, and then the period. Al-Najashi and Jabad, 2020. Now let's move on to our last example, which will be for three or more authors. An in-text citation for a work with three or more authors consists of the first author's last name, followed by et al., period, comma, in the year of publication, author 1 et al., and the date. And here is our three or more authors example. The research showed that children exposed to trauma at an early age had more positive adolescent outcomes with research-based early intervention. And our in-text citation, again, will be at the end of the sentence, will be parentheses, first author's last name, et al., period, comma, year of publication, close the parentheses, and then the period. Sanders et al., 2020. Now we're going to move on to creating in-text citations for sources that don't have all the information we are looking for to cite. What if there is missing source information? There will be times when you are citing a source that doesn't have all the information we are looking for. This typically happens when using sources found on the internet that may lack author or date information. Let's take a quick look at how to create in-text citations in APA style with missing or partial information. Unknown date. If the source you are citing does not have a date, include the author's last name along with ND for no date, author, comma, no date. Here's an example. The Steelers were predicted to win the Super Bowl multiple times in the 1980s, but were not successful. Our in-text citation will be parentheses, author's last name, comma, ND, close parentheses, and then the period. Gennari, no date. Let's move on to a group or organizational author. Our next example is a work authored by a group or organization as opposed to an individual author. This is often the case when using internet sources. If the source you are citing does not have an individual author, but was written by a group or organization, use the group or organization's name as the author. Organization name, comma, date. And here's our example. The dawn of the internet age greatly increased the consumption of exploitative materials. Our in-text citation will be parentheses, organization or group name, comma, year of publication, close parentheses, and then the period. National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, comma, 2022. Unknown author. Our last example will be a source with an unknown author. In this case, it's a web page. Another common example when using internet sources. If the source you are using does not have any author information available, use the title and the date for the in-text citation, title, comma, date. Now for our example. The Owl Research Institute studies how climate change affects the snowy owl population. Our in-text citation will be parentheses, title of the work, comma, year of publication, close parentheses, and the period. A rare glimpse of disappearing snowy owls, comma, 2022. And that will be our last example in this video. This concludes our APA in-text citations tutorial. Please feel free to reach out to the NCC librarians anytime. We are available at the Bethlehem and Monroe campuses, as well as online through chat and email. Thank you and have a nice day.